A star falls over Gyongju, not in silence, not as a beautiful sign from heaven, but like a weapon. Across the capital of Silla, people look up from dark streets, from temple courtyards, from the gates of noble houses. A streak of fire cuts through the night, and before the smoke of fear can fade, the rumor begins. Heaven has rejected the queen. Before she became Queen Seondeok, she was Princess Deokman, daughter of King Jinpyong. She was born into a world where bloodlines were sacred, where rank decided destiny, and where the throne was expected to pass into male hands. But King Jinpyong had no son, and when his reign came to an end, Silla faced a dangerous question. Should the kingdom bend its ancient order to find a male ruler, or accept the woman whose royal blood gave her the strongest claim? For many nobles, Deokman's intelligence was not enough. Her birth was not enough. Her capability was not enough. Because she was a woman, her coronation in 632 was not simply a ceremony. It was a political earthquake. Imagine the palace that day, silk robes moving like controlled flames, gold ornaments catching the light, ministers bowing because tradition demanded it while behind their lowered faces. Some were already asking how long this queen could last. Seondeok understood the danger immediately. She did not rule as if acceptance had already been won. She ruled as if legitimacy had to be built, stone by stone. Her first answer was not violence. It was service. She sent aid to the poor. She strengthened administration. She presented herself not as a palace ornament, not as a temporary accident, but as a guardian of the whole kingdom. In a court full of aristocrats fighting for privilege, she made the common people part of her political foundation. But outside Silla's borders, mercy meant nothing. The Korean peninsula was divided among rival powers. Baekje pressed from one side, Goguryeo loomed from another. Silla was smaller, exposed, and vulnerable. Every enemy saw the new queen as an opportunity, and every defeat could be blamed on her gender. Then came one of the most dangerous moments of her reign. Kim Chun-chu, her nephew, and an important political figure, went to Goguryeo seeking support. Instead of gaining an alliance, he was imprisoned. It was a humiliation and a trap. If Seondeok failed to respond, she would look weak. If she responded recklessly, she could start a disaster. She chose strength with precision. She sent Kim Yusin, one of Silla's greatest military leaders, with a force strong enough to make Goguryeo reconsider. 10,000 men moved under Silla's command, and Kim Chun-chu was released. This was not the decision of a symbolic queen. This was the decision of a ruler. Still, Seondeok knew that Silla could not survive alone forever. Diplomacy had to reach beyond the peninsula, across the sea, and into the vast power of Tang China. But diplomacy brought humiliation of its own. Tang China was willing to discuss support, but its emperor looked at Silla's crisis and saw one problem above all others. The ruler was a woman. The suggestion came like a polished insult. Perhaps Silla should accept a male prince instead. A foreign man. A convenient solution. A way to save the kingdom by erasing the queen. Picture Seondeok receiving that message. The court waiting. The envoys watching. The insult wrapped in imperial courtesy. She could not scream. She could not show pain. She could not let humiliation become weakness. So she endured it. And she continued negotiating. That was her genius. Seondeok understood that dignity was not always loud. Sometimes it was the ability to swallow insult without surrendering authority. But her most powerful weapons were not only diplomatic. They were visual. In Gyongju, she supported the construction of Cheomseongdae, the famous stone observatory. By day, it stood like a quiet tower of knowledge. By night, it became something greater, a royal eye turned toward heaven. In a world where kings ruled by cosmic order, the stars mattered, calendars mattered, omens mattered. Agriculture, ritual, and authority were all tied to the sky. Seondeok made astronomy part of kingship. They questioned whether a woman could rule under heaven. She answered by reading heaven itself. He was not just attacking a queen, he was attacking the idea that a woman's rule could be legitimate. His rebellion fed on the old prejudice that had followed Seondeok since her coronation. Every illness, every military pressure, every anxious silence in the court became proof for his accusation. Then the sky gave him his weapon. A falling star appeared over Gyongju. Bidam's supporters seized the moment. "Heaven has spoken," they said. "The Queen's star has fallen." Fear moved faster than armies. The city began to doubt. And here, the story becomes almost unbearably human. Seondeok, the ruler who had spent her life mastering symbols, was now trapped by one, ill and weakened. She could not walk into the streets and command belief. She could only rely on those still loyal to her. Kim Yoo-sin understood the battlefield had moved from earth to sky, so he answered spectacle with spectacle. According to tradition, he sent a burning kite into the night, making it appear as though the fallen star had risen again. A false star, a manufactured miracle, a message to the people. Heaven had not abandoned the queen. Bidam's omen was broken. His rebellion failed. But Seondeok did not live long enough to enjoy the victory. She died during the crisis, or just before its final suppression, leaving behind a throne still trembling from rebellion. And yet, Bidam lost the larger war, because after Seondeok came another queen, Queen Seondeok. The precedent survived. The idea survived. A woman had ruled Silla, not as a footnote, not as a placeholder, but as a sovereign who used intelligence, diplomacy, public service, science, religion, and symbolism to hold a kingdom together under impossible pressure. Her enemies said heaven rejected her, so she taught the kingdom how to read the stars. If this story moved you, there are more like it on this channel. Subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.